Luugi has come second, losing to Gloom. So this is his tournament to take, but of course he's got to get past eMass first. These two having a fairly even set record, so this is definitely going to be
a very interesting set, and you already see they're starting on Battlefield. You may be thinking that this is actually one of Luigi's better stages, but being able to move around the platforms as quickly as Joker can might result in a very tricky opponent to catch. And of course, Luigi isn't that great at catching really slippery opponents who just likes to flow around all over the place, but it seems to be going the way of the Joker for now, 73%. And you see, eMass is not really trying to interact, just trying to get one side of the stage and just zone him out with projectiles, getting the grab here for now, but no really big action here. Of course, Luugi just waiting for that one grab he needs.
Yeah, and this is where things get really, really scary for eMass. Of course, Luigi, on the most part, is known for that 0 to death combo, but Luugi in particular is so good at finding one little stray hit and getting 3 or 4 more hits off of it, really knowing the utility of Luigi's tools. However, no tool in your kit is going to save you from that Arsene back air at the ledge.
Yeah, reading the arrows actually, waiting a bit with popping the trigger and resulting in that first stock being taken by eMass. Arsene is now gone. But this is actually a really good time for Arsene to be gone. You have a kind of healthy stock at 99%. Luigi up smash will not kill. You may be able to get grabbed at the down B, but it's still not the end of the world. And you might be able to get a second Arsene if you get one down B in. And meanwhile, Luugi is at 75% taunting actually, despite being behind.
Yeah, Luugi definitely one of those players that is able to psych themselves up, even when they're at a bit of a deficit there. And the fact that, you know, again, a second taunt as well. And I don't think this is necessarily to be disrespectful. It's more just he likes to psych himself up. He likes to get himself going. Particularly with him, if he gets momentum, he is one of the most terrifying players on the planet.
Yeah. We saw him earlier, like banging his head, really being into the vibe right now. And I mean, yeah, if that extends to that, that's all the power to him. Oh, but an unfortunate side B there. Forward smash being the answer for eMass there and getting the stock out of it. And now you see Arsene is almost there, 40% for eMass. Should be coming out very soon, but now you have Arsene on the ledge, and this is where Luigi can kind of snipe him out. But no, seems to be struggling to center the stage, and Luigi now needs to play very careful, find a couple of hits in to get Arsene out of there, or just stay out of those massive hitboxes.
Yeah, thankfully only getting a little two-piece there did Luugi, but again, another sneaky little two-piece, and Arsene is gone, just managing to weave in and out of Joker's range there, and just choosing the right directions, drift behind to make sure that Arsene didn't give him any more percent than he needed, and what could have been a really, really horrible hill to climb is now a mere bump in the road. But that up smash, just the run, catching the retreat away to the turnaround up smash. Luugi's got those reads, man. He's got them down to a science.
To be fair, if you see Luigi running after you, your answer is usually to like jump or just get out of it. So I can understand that, but still a amazing read there. And now Luigi coming into this stock hot. There's Arsene out, but 65% already on eMass. Has the opportunity to finish it out. Joker at the ledge, but now, it's the backer in, and now Luigi in a very vulnerable spot.
Yeah, and this is where eMass is at his strongest. You could say his edge guards are almost surgical in their nature, but thankfully Luugi managing to get back with a misfire. That is not what you want at all, but eMass not quite managing to get the down air, but the ledge trap continues.
Yeah, and the fact that he hasn't been hit results in him still having the Arsene, again, catching that air dash to the stage to catch him out of there, and that is a kind of quick game one for eMass. It's really back and forth, because once Luugi gets something like a weak nair and he just 80% is not weird to see, but it's so difficult to get those hits when eMass is in control with Joker.
Yeah, it definitely feels like eMass is winning the like straight hit game.
Yeah.
It feels like he's doing a really good job at knowing those like perfect 1-2 pieces and then just using his superior mobility to get away from anything that Luugi can get started. We didn't see a single 0 to death, which obviously is not the be-all and end-all of Luigi, but it's a lot of Luigi.
I wanted to look at the player cam. This is what you're talking about, I guess.
He's having a great time. He's having as good of a time as we are, and hopefully as you are here at Top 8 of Reunion. See Luugi psyching himself up for a game 2 here. Of course, we're not going to see any catch switch landing both of these players. Very, very confident in the mains that they have honed over the past few years.
And we're going actually back to Battlefield. Seems to be an equal grinding for them, I believe. Oh, this may be the first hero to death you were talking about. Oh, it actually gets out of there. Still 67% on eMass here. Battlefield was being a very interesting stage for the platform pressure. We saw that with the side platform. Luugi often had a lot of these extensions, but now it's eMass's time to get some damage in. 83% instantly in a flash.
And this has all started from a beautiful moment of patience there from eMass, just waiting to see what mix-up Luugi would go for whilst in free fall, and then just getting the optimal punish, and is now at 115% on Luugi, and this all just started from a down here at 20.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Oh, actually loses the stock, double jumps into the blast zone, I think. He does have a really weird jumping animation, so maybe the leg sticks out a bit, but eMass continuing the assault on Luugi. They're playing a lot more aggressive than in the beginning of game 1, actually. Just trying to actively disrupt Luigi in his game plan. Now, you see, it is working out 63%, and Luugi hasn't found an answer to this the entire stock, actually.
Yeah, and once again, Luigi is off stage and is going to have to get past this insane ledge trap. But once again, another catch on the retreat. Luugi has got these down.
Really gets his mileage out of that one, but he's going to extend it into that. That was actually the first hit Luigi landed, basically, that entire stock. So that's more to speak of eMass' prowess this game. Now Luugi, of course, is out of county. He has those combos to get back to him, and a very potent up beat we saw earlier with. But if that one hits at one point, it should be over. Now Joker with the Arsene, very dangerous target, but Luugi just goes in, down throw.
Yeah, there was a little slight DI mix up there. Full rage up smash, just not killing, but that full rage back air will kill instead, and another taunt from Luugi. He's feeling himself.
Luigi back air is insane. Oh, tries to get another 0 to the not work. Joker been able to escape the 0 to that very efficiently so far. But a bit of a overextension there with the down air. It's going to get punished by the back air. Now both players are in almost equal stock, but look like that Joker almost are sent up.
Yeah, that's so terrifying. And Luugi beginning to use some of these down Bs just to disrupt eMass's flow a little bit here. Maybe trying to condition him into going for these slight overextensions, which now Luugi can punish with that invulnerable down B.
Yeah, I'm going on frame 1, so if you extend a bit, it's gonna not only just do some damage, but it's also gonna do a big portion of your ascent meter. It's a long-lasting move, a lot of hits, so that should be able to get a lot of the falls out of it. I've literally never seen that.
No, I was gonna say that is a very strange interaction. It gives eMass a second lease on life and a chance to go up 2-0 in the set, but once again Luugi just these edge situations time and time again, just getting out with minimal damage. But again, another attempt on the retreat with the up smash. eMass has definitely got onto that slight habit. But the two boots of the plumber say, I do not care.
That back air is crack.
It's so good.
And like Luigi has like one of the lowest air speeds in the game. The back end of that back air is surprisingly long.
Yes.
And safe. It makes it a really potent move in these clutch situations.
Yeah, and that is now 1-1 in the set, and of course, you know, as a great commentator one set, you don't want to go to it.
No,
as a great commentator one set. And thankfully, it is putting Luugi back into the driver's seat a little bit. Again, we saw these taunts, we saw this little bit of attempt at momentum building, and you could definitely see that even in these moments where, like, Luugi's execution right now is not pristine. There have been a couple of dropped confirms, there have been a couple of scuffed 0 to deaths that didn't quite turn out the way they wanted to be. So the fact that Luugi is still saying, okay, I didn't get that one, we go again. I didn't get that one, we go again. We didn't get that one, okay, we'll go for this instead.
Having that reset and not being super stubborn into getting that is so important.
Yes.
Especially as a character like Luigi, who gets punished super hard for those mistakes. Like, you are very deadly in these scenarios. Once the opponent has gotten the situations, understands the situation he wants to create, he can just get punished. A very hard trap you in the corner, as you said, very hard to get out of, and then suddenly your game plan falls apart.
Yes, absolutely. And particularly with a player like eMass, who has been doing the nickel and dime game so well, just getting these little hits and running away. So, you know, being able to just go back into it and be like, right, you know, I didn't get this opportunity, I'll go for the next one. Even in the face of somebody who is realistically winning neutral more than you are.
Exactly.
It's so good. And once again,
yeah, Sonic Mute now.
Let's say that is a power up.
That's a power up, man.
Power up.
All right, we are going. Game number 3, Town and City this time with the Crisis City fitting, actually.
Yeah, I do like the pick from eMass. I think particularly with the game style, the play style that he's been going for, a very defensive style. It's the fact that you've got that little bit more room, as well as that, of course, you know, the closer side blast zones are going to allow Joker's really potent kill options to become even more.
Yeah. To be fair, you also have to watch out because that backer from Luigi is also going to be a more potent tool, and most stocks were actually going with an up smash, so that's a good part of him as well, but that backer is going to be a lot more potent. You see him trying to look for that ledge. Now, situation looks kind of dire. No double jump actually for that
was the that must have been the single pixel that could cost eMass a really big lead right now. I am so surprised, particularly with how Daryl used the phrase privileged.
Yeah,
Joker's hitboxes
exactly.
sometimes.
I love visual effects that don't like match hitbox, but that backer is going to secure the first stock now for eMass. He's trying to find an answer for that. Reads a jump, but doesn't get anything out of it. Wants the up to a B, I think. That should be at this point a conversion. Gets the neutral into that B, but no, actually going to kill the stock. Good mix up there, and eMass not having the best DI for that mix up is going to fall to that.
Yeah, and given how much of a lead eMass had as well, and how in the driver's seat he was, to lose a stock that early to slightly dubious circumstances is not what you want. It's really, really not what you want.
Right now, eMass trying to regain control, takes the wheel again. Luigi at the ledge is actually escaping fairly efficiently. Oh, spotted to the grab. It's very big for him because now the platforms are back. And you saw that when the platforms are leaving, Luigi gets a lot more confident because Luigi gets a lot more mileage out of these situations. But now these platforms are actually being really difficult towards Luigi if eMass stays on them. But he's been going for the more aggressive plays that we saw in game number 2 instead of the more defensive we saw in game number 1.
Once again, a tale as old as time, that pink meter. And again, that perfect patience from eMass, not going for any kind of overextension, just waiting for the perfect moment where he knows he can get a guaranteed punish. And with the up smash and with half a bar of Arsene still there.
Joker's such a small lad.
Yeah, and also in that situation there, eMass instead going for that down smash, knowing he's not going to get too much, so he's just getting any kind of guaranteed damage and covering both sides whilst at it as well.
Yeah. Wants to land with the down B, but Luigi being ready for that, just delaying the up smash out a little bit and securing the stock. And now in a very difficult position, no air dodge. Gonna land safely, but has to retake his exam there to get to the ledge.
Kept the jump though, so there is still a chance. But eMass once again with the surgical edge guards once you've used your resources, unless there is a misfire. But yeah, that's the end of that game 3.
Yeah, the bigger stage of town was really difficult for it to be. Like, even if you're at the ledge, it's basically the same situation. The fact you're basically constantly chasing him down compared to Battlefield, where of course he is on the platform most of the time. But once you have him, it's good. You know, you don't have to do anything else for that. But in Town and City, you could just fly to the other side and be going
exactly. There was like a really lovely moment where eMass tried to go for the down guns to cover Luigi's up B, but then landed on the platform on the right. And it's just like, okay, well, he gets up there for free, and then just run back down with a back air, and then suddenly, boom, you've got stage control again. It's truly ridiculous the advantages that Joker can get on that stage.
Now the thing is that the big part also that last game was the 2 missed up Bs, and the punishes eMass got out of him. So maybe if Luigi is a little bit more patient with those and baits them out instead of going for them and having a very low success rate at this point.
Yeah, that is the thing, and it is something maybe a little less characteristic of Luugi, is that normally his execution is on point. He gets those stray little hits into big kills each and every single time. But we are seeing a real change in Luugi here, even a 0 to death to start game 4.
That's Luigi on FD. A whole different story compared to Town and City. Very difficult to escape from. Now eMass has found a first hit, but that is Luigi with the execution check. Gets the 0 to death, and it is 2 stocks gone in now 40 seconds.
It's almost like Luugi heard us and just went, oh, you want execution? Watch this. 2 stocks within 45 seconds, Dago.
Yeah.
What on earth are we seeing right now?
That is the Luigi you always have in your head when you're playing against. Like the perfect task level Luigi you have in your head. And sometimes he does come out, but eMass has done a great job suppressing that for the last 2-3 games. But now it is slowly peeling out of that very scary camp. And eMass has to play very patiently, very deliberate if he wants to have a shot at taking this out. But that is going to be Luigi with another hit to death. And over 1 minute and 15 seconds, that was all what it needed.
Wow. Don't get me. I'm speechless. I am just speechless. That was that felt like we were watching just a different Luigi player.
Yeah, basically.
Like there were hints of Luugi in the first 3 games. Then game 4, he's like, oh wait,
Oh, yeah.
I remember who I am. I'm the top seed of the tournament.
Exactly.
Perish. Like, what a explosive way to now win out in game 5.
Exactly, yeah. And I also looked at the bracket. This set has been going on for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We're game 5, 15 minutes in.
15 minutes. It's ridiculous.
Oh wait, they got Jetpack Joyride on that? Oh man.
Oh.
To be fair, if I got Jetpack Joyride on this, I would be that. I would be that as well.
Honestly, I played on this weekly a couple of weeks back. And I just went through the music and I was like, woo! Like the power up you get from different music is unreal. It's unreal.
Okay. Oh, going actually small battlefield this time around. Seeing how that's gonna work out. Top platform has been removed, but eMass now has some platforms to work in instead of none of them on Final Destination. And again, we start with this defensive game plan from eMass.
Luugi is shouting something. I'm wondering, I think there might be something up with his controls.
And he just instantly goes again. Whoa.
Excellent. What world are we living in? The mind games are mind games, I'm telling you.
That's the kind of nonsense. eMass waits and then instant. Okay.
Yeah, he's fine with it. He's like, I'll just keep doing my thing.
True.
These platforms need some guns, and I'm the man to do it.
Oh, tried to actually catch the landing with a down tilt, but Luugi being just a tad bit too far ahead. Arsene, I don't know if that would have saved him, but it is still a great timing to have there. Now Luugi at the ledge, difficult situation, gets back to the covers almost vertically. No side B inside here.
Yeah, Luugi still got his jump. Oh, that was the first ledge jump we'd seen, and what a moment to use it as well, right at the start of that game 5, just to give Luugi a little something extra to worry about.
Yeah, sometimes you have to keep the tricks in the bag until the time is right for them. Now eMass sitting with a very small shield is gonna extend this lead a bit further with the gun. Arsene's now gone, but still 9%. Not the end of the world. And the guns, as you said, the gun master is here.
Yeah, and I'm really appreciating the fact that Luugi is picking his real moments wisely. Yep, doesn't quite get the mix-up on the DI that he was hoping for. Oh, 2 up smashes. Sure. Neutral air. Oh, I think he read the air dodge, but he didn't believe in the read.
He wanted the backer, I think, or at least do something, but kind of unfortunate not pulling the trigger there. Now Luugi is in a bit of a peculiar position. Is a stock out, reads the roll again, but is a bit too slow for that, and eMass gets away with that. Just barely. And now Luugi trying to find the answer. Shield poke, neutral area into down B. It might be stale as hell, but it's still gonna do the job.
Yeah, both shields were so low. It was just whoever was going to pull the trigger first. And eMass, game 5, more than happy. He is back on the platform. Where he's comfortable. Where he's going to get his percent. He's slowing it down. He's having a nice time.
Yeah, true. He's just trying to relax. Get the RP down a bit, you know. Get it to like 120. But Luugi is actually going to try and get some damage in. But Nair and the Porter especially being very dangerous combo starters. But now, wow, Israel shield into an up B, and the Arsene is gone as fast as it came. So big for Luugi here. Does have a double jump still. Will be have to be able to recover, but eMass should be on the hunt for that stock.
Yeah, and a lovely reaction there on the roll in, just grabbing and resetting the situation. Nearly got grabbed once again, and that's 7%. eMass is definitely in the danger zone from a grab right now.
Great paper grab. Oh, actually doesn't pull the backer there. He was in the right position to do it, but he just waited it out a bit too long. And now Luugi escapes the corner, gets finally back to center stage, and this might be a very pivotal moment for him.
Oh, yeah, man, just get the fair one into the drag down, but doesn't get it. But no turnaround on the grab. That could have been the end of the set, Dago.
Could have been, but though there seems to be a bit of flop in the wind. Matching that up B with the down air, very surprising of that. Sends him to the side, and it is going to be final stock. But of course, there always has to be a bit of an advantage here for Luigi with these percentages, and it's going to be Luugi actually whipping it. And eMass with a surprisingly small punish for that, just one up air, doing 12%. Not going to be happy with that, and now Arsene is out. Luugi on the ledge here. Tries to get a forward air with a stage spike, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's such an aggressive option there from Luugi, but once again being stuck at the side of the stage against a scary man who used to have Arsene, but now it's gone. Oh, this takes it.
I don't think he expected that forward smash.
I don't think any of us did.
No, he just fell over, by the way. Luugi is on the ground, ladies and gentlemen.
He is
on the ground.
He is He is side taunting IRL. He's having a great time.
He lost, but he didn't lose his spirit. That's the important part.
And of course, he's going to have a loser's run
True.
as well to look forward to.
True.
But of course, congratulations to eMass, which I think now evens out their set count.
Yeah, 4-4. 4-4. Speaking of losing, by the way, I was looking at the bracket, and it's...
Can I say something?
Of course.
So, you know Persona 5, yeah?
Yeah, that's a game.
Now
yeah.
my least favorite game of all time. Because they made the character so fucking skinny to the point where my RP goes through him.
I mean, your head went to a backer as well.
Is she like an exoskeleton ass character? Literally, I could code a better character than this, and I failed, and I probably failed my computer science exam. Think about this.
I mean, someone else
The
had to think that.
GCSE's exam, motherfucker.
So if anybody at Bandai Namco is looking